Welcome to Ringside Riffs by Andres Cortes. Today, we're jumping into the recent storylines that surround the WWE Universe, going over what happens with Cody Rhodes and the storylines building up to WrestleMania. We also are going after retirement of John Cena. Will this be his last WrestleMania? Also, the path into Elimination Chamber. What will happen and who will be the main event? A main event such as LA Knight and how he's getting pushed into a mid-card. Undertaker taking into his own hands someone who is new to the WWE, and a family in rivalry, even if the bloodline is heated up. Let's start with the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Almost a few days away. We know that Elimination Chamber is one of the most anticipated pay-per-views in all time. It is undoubtedly highly entertaining as 6 men go into an Elimination Chamber to walk out with either the opportunity to win a championship or having won the WWE Championship. And we know that for now, the WWE Heavyweight Championship, the one by Seth Rollins, is up for grabs. The World Heavyweight Championship is up for grabs and is here to say who will be the number one contender. Seth Rollins, being the main guy, being on the injury reserve list as of now, knows that he will have to defend his wrestling title against one of these men participating in the Elimination Chamber. That is one of the bouts that is already declared to be set. Now, other things that are happening and we're just stating are that The Undertaker is picking a fight with Braun Breaker. Yeah, Braun Breaker, who has recently signed with SmackDown, is now picking a fight with The Undertaker. Let me tell you this, The Undertaker, the dead man walking, the American badass, is deciding to make Braun Breaker a push, and not just any type of push. Take him to the next level. Braun Breaker has definitely showed his capacity in NXT, and one thing is definitely going to lead to another. And will we see The Undertaker in this year's WrestleMania? Will this be a return of the dead man, and will he be able to take on Braun Breaker? We know ultimately that Braun Breaker is set for a big push in the WWE, a big contender to win WWE titles, and with this, our seat rivalry will definitely push Braun Breaker past the limits of just any mid-card superstar. We understand that Braun Breaker is on his way up. Something that's on his way up is the Roman Reigns storyline. Having been introduced to the bloodline, The Rock is officially a member, and we can see how this is affecting the card all over. It's all the way, AJ Styles out of the way, Randy Orton out of the way, LA Knight. Now being pushed into the mid-card, LA Knight seems to be having a feud for the US Championship. LA Knight was seen to be on the verge of taking Logan Paul to the next level. We know that LA Knight is the man. We know that he is his year for his chance. But with the bloodline taking over every single storyline in the WWE Universe as of now, we have to see what happens to these main eventers. And what is happening is that is LA Knight going to have his opportunity for a US Championship title match? Is he going to hit against Logan Paul at WrestleMania? And will he win against Logan Paul? Something that is also about to happen at WrestleMania is how the bloodline keeps on speculating how Jimmy and Jey Uso are going to face off against each other. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, this one's a long storyline that has been cooking for the ages and definitely needs a high reward, high payoff into what we have to see. We know that Jimmy and Jey have been tag team partners for a long time, and ever since they joined with Roman Reigns, they have been in a different level. Definitely more entertaining, more high capacity, more ruthlessness, and even more interactions. But now, ever since the separation, ever since main event Jey Uso wanted to be on his own, we understand that maybe there's a heated rivalry coming up. And between rivalries, we know that Cody Rhodes is here to make his name, not just in the WWE universe, but in the TKO universe. Yeah, that's right. Recent rumors have been saying that there's going to be an appearance of Cody Rhodes in a UFC event. Now, will that happen? Will he ever fight? Definitely, I doubt it. But we understand one thing's for certain: there is going to be cameos. Not that there is definitely these types of superstars all over the place. Now that the WWE and the UFC have merged, we understand if someone like Cody Rhodes could make appearances, maybe to spark more controversies and to get the people talking, just as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has done so in talking to ESPN members such as Pat McAfee. We can only hope so that the Cody Rhodes and the WWE use their talents and their partnerships to be able to make that agreement and make an appearances and performances in other such talents. We know that Cody Rhodes is tiny talented, and the American Nightmare has one thing in fact per se: we know that he can go all the way in every single place, just as the legendary John Cena. And if one thing is certain, we are hearing undoubtedly rumors that this is going to be the last time ever we see the great one, the John Cena, the one you can't see, fight in a WWE ring. John Cena is announcing his retirement, and for many, it is a bittersweet moment, as most of us have spent our childhood hating on John Cena for always being the chosen one. But now, seeing him on his last steps, appreciating everything that John Cena has given to the company, we understand that John Cena really was the one that was a championship in the WWE, really did never give up, really always have heart and hustle, and always tried his best to be the WWE championship. So for John Cena, this is going to be maybe his last time in the wrestling ring. So let's all take a seat back and get well accustomed to what John Cena has done for the WWE and what his introduction to the Hall of Fame might look like, and where the WWE is heading to after in the future with all these superstars such as Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre definitely turning heel, having his opportunity for a world championship match, having his opportunity in the Elimination Chamber. We can only see that the crowd keeps getting behind superstars such as this, superstars that have not only been on the WWE roster but have now defended, explained, have a purpose to become championships. And these superstars have been building up the charisma to have the love, the amount of audacity for every WWE superstar and universe to get behind them. And Drew McIntyre has a point. He hasn't won a championship in a live audience. He has not fulfilled those type of dreams and obligations that a championship has, because of his impact, because of the 2020 reign, because of everything that we saw. So Drew McIntyre definitely does deserve an opportunity. And one thing is known: Drew McIntyre is on his way to becoming a main eventer. Just as other people have gotten their opportunities, Drew McIntyre turning with the heel has definitely seen it. Jumping into other news, we know that Brock Lesnar has definitely had his appearances shortened, cut, and if anything, eliminated from the WWE. With the recent allegations of the Vince McMahon and having Brock Lesnar being tied into the lawsuit, we know that Brock Lesnar, having been rumored to appear in the WWE Royal Rumble, was cancelled, was cut off, was executed. But we know that Brock Lesnar is still a highly talked about member in the WWE universe. We know that WWE still wants to have Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar, for what he had been mentioned, allegations have not been detailed or decimated into what he and his career might be. So we can only expect that the WWE is still talking in terms with the Brock Lesnar to make a surprise appearance, if anything. We have still been following the stories of Brock Lesnar and his daughter and everything that she's been accomplishing. She's definitely the breed and everything of Brock Lesnar, her talents, her strength, her everything. And that's why we can understand that the WWE does not want to let go of Brock Lesnar at this moment. They do not want to let go of this talent. They're just putting him in the shadows because of everything that has been happening, and it's understandable. And into proving that Brock Lesnar was involved in anything other than what is already mentioned in these allegations, then we can only state that it's going to be stepping away for a while, but definitely expect Brock Lesnar to probably make a return back at SummerSlam, which is his pay-per-view. He has been defined as the god of SummerSlam and has been almost in every SummerSlam pay-per-view possible by the WWE and their CEO dreams. And knowing this, we know that Brock Lesnar just won't be out of the WWE forever. He won't be. He's still in his prime. He's still considered an animal. He's still really in good shape comparably to The Undertaker, who's making his way back. And we can understand what's going on. Now, having had mentioned that Stone Cold was coming back, we now have more rumors and more speculations about Stone Cold coming back and having him face off in WrestleMania. Having a story built around Stone Cold coming back, not only to shut the Rock up, not only to make an impact on the bloodline, but to face against CM Punk, to go against one of the ultimatums of the Attitudes, one of the two people that have defined trans personalities and have defined what they cost. It has been attempted before to have this type of rivalry, but will we see, now that they are on the cards, now that the rumors have been talking again, will we see CM Punk against Stone Cold? Will we get to see the alliance of the unlikely alliance? Now that The Rock has been coming back, now that Triple H is stipulated to come back into the ring and make an appearance, now that even Shawn Michaels have been speculated to come back, and we know that the CM Punk has been here in the commentary and he got injured and he might be able to perform small matches, small enough to perform against the legendary Stone Cold Steve Austin, who can't perform as well, but enough to give us a great show and a great performance. So will we get to see Stone Cold in the WrestleMania? Because these rumors are getting hot and we can only know that Stone Cold Steve Austin said so, and he is coming back into the WWE universe. We might not see him battle off against CM Punk, but we might be able to see him in the commentary booth. Thank you for watching.